By driving that urgency, by talking about it ahead of time, you get people excited and you're hoping to get a bunch of sales right away. Hey everyone, welcome to Ontraport Use Cases. My name is Sam, and today we're going to be talking about how to run a Momentous product launch. So what I'm talking about when I say that is a marketing initiative in which a product is released to the world or an exclusive targeted audience, either or, by means of a precisely scheduled series of events. A goal of a launch is to make as many sales as possible in a brief window of time. So whether or not you realize it, you've seen this all over the place. Whether it's my cart opens on Thursday for my new product, or it's my new movie comes out next Friday. These are all examples of product launches. And the goal of a product launch is, like I say here, is to get as many sales in a brief window of time. By driving that urgency, by talking about it ahead of time, you get people excited and you're hoping to get a bunch of sales right away, right? You can even do something like close that window after a certain amount of time. Let's say a week if you wanted to. Okay. So why would you want to do something like this? Like I just said, you want to maximize your sales potential. So again, by driving that urgency, by talking about it ahead of time, you're going to increase the chances of getting more sales in a shorter amount of time as soon as your product goes live. The second reason is to raise brand or product awareness. So unless you're somebody like Amazon, the chances are like 90% of the planet has never heard of you or your business or your product. So this is a great way with a product launch to let more people know about your products and services because they might be a good customer for you. Third, you can fortify your relationship with your list. So your list is a great place to promote a product launch. You should let your list know, hey guys, I have a new product hitting the shelves. Let's say I sell toothbrushes and I have a brand new electric toothbrush that has some cool feature that no other toothbrush has. I'm gonna let my list know about it. People who have bought toothbrushes from me in the past, maybe from lists from dentists that I work with. But either way, you're going to let your list know because you're going to offer them first the opportunity to get this new product, which is a good idea. And then finally, you're going to make lifelong customers and fans. So again, by raising that brand and product awareness out on the internet or out in the world, you're attracting more potential customers, and those people have a chance of being your customer for a long period of time if you deliver a great experience, which is something we talk about in a lot of these. All of this stuff, you've got to make sure it all has an asterisk, right? If you're not delivering a great customer experience, don't even bother because it's a waste of your time. Okay, so what does this look like in the real world? Let's take a couple examples. Before I start, there's a couple things I want to preface. One is there's a bunch of different ways to do a product launch. You've seen them all over the internet, like I said, and different people do them different ways. We've kind of combined a bunch of the most common ways into this one example, but there might be some other ways that you've heard that are good ways to do it, and I assure you they probably are. This is just what we feel is the most generic and useful to the most people. Okay, and then second thing I want to say before I get started here is that a product launch may seem very simple from the outside. You might think, okay, cool, I've got a new product, it's gonna hit the shelves on Thursday, I'll send an email about it and I'm done. You're not. I mean, you can do that, but the chances are you're only gonna get a certain percentage of your existing list, and depending on how big that list size is, you might not get the results that you're hoping for. What you need to do is do some planning and some strategic thinking on the back end of this whole conversation, like before you even get started, and say, how can I get the most people excited about my product launch and generate the most fans and attention so that I have a better chance of hitting my sales goals? So, with that in mind, generally how these things work is you generate a lead. Now, lead generation tactics aren't something that we're going to talk about a lot here. We'll mention it a little bit when we talk about the referral contest. But as far as cold generation of leads, we have other videos that talk about how to generate leads for your list. So I'm not going to get into too much detail there. But once they're on your list, you can send them an email announcing the launch. You want to do this maybe a week, 2 weeks, something like that before your launch actually happens, and let them know, hey, next Thursday I'm opening up my cart for my new toothbrush, right? So that email can do a couple of things. One, you can just send an email cold and just say, hey, it's coming, get excited. Or you can link to a content page, a pre-cart opening page, like a pre-sales page, and say, here's some more information about the toothbrush, here's some features, here's some benefits, here's a video I made on like what it does, or here's a video that teaches you how to solve the problem that I'm trying to solve. Depending on your industry, this can be some really great content here. Okay. Then you can send them another email or an SMS or whatever communication platform you prefer to sort of drive that buzz, drive that hype. You want to keep people excited and interested in whatever it is you're selling. And again, you can link to another free content page, right? So a lot of people on the internet do it where they have like 3 videos, and those 3 videos will teach new things that sort of lead up to a really good product sales video. That's a great way to do it if you're interested in that as well. But either way, you want these things to be related, but actually valuable content, not just like a sales pitch for your product every single time, because then people will stop going to it. So that's another way you can do it. Okay, and then finally, You can send the commencement email, the hey, the cart's open. This is the Thursday at noon email I keep talking about. You send it to them 11:30 noon. You say, hey guys, the cart's open. Thank you so much for your interest. Hope we can do business together. That links to your sales page. You got an order form on your sales page where they can purchase your product. Then you track your results and keep an eye on your conversion rates. So this, by the way, the sending of this email is a mark that you have begun your product launch and your life's about to get hectic. Please don't just send this email and walk away from your computer. Keep an eye on your metrics, keep an eye on your stats, and make sure nothing breaks, because boy, you're gonna be upset if it does. Okay, so that's sort of what it looks like for you, the business owner. However, a really good promotional method that a lot of people use out on the internet is a referral contest. So if you're not sure what a referrer is or like what a referral partner program looks like, we have a use case on that topic, so go check that out. But if you are familiar with the concept and you do have a referral program, this is a great option. So what you can do is you can email all your partners and say, hey guys, I have this product launch coming up. By the way, I recommend you send this email before your announcement email. You want to make sure your partners feel like they're on the inside track, like they know something that the rest of the world doesn't. It makes them feel special and included. You let them know, hey, I'm gonna have this product launch in a couple weeks. I'd love for you to promote it. And as a thank you for promoting it, I'm gonna give you commissions just like I always do. And maybe you should give a higher commission for your product launch so that it feels like they're getting something even extra special. But I'm also gonna do a contest. And then you have a page with all the rules, the prizes, maybe a video that you record, and information, privacy policy, stuff like that they need to know in order to enter the contest. And you can go crazy with these prizes. We've done refer partner contests in the past where we've given away like surfboards and motorcycles and that kind of stuff. I've heard of people giving away like Ferraris. So whatever fits your brand and your industry, but you want to give away some prizes, and then those partners can go off and begin to refer, right? They would do that with promo tools, which I've talked about in the refer partner video. So go check that one out if you're curious what those are and how they work. But needless to say, they can start promoting, they bring you leads. If those leads turn into customers, you keep track of how many customers they've generated via their promo tool. And then at the end of the thing, let's call it a week, the end of the launch, and then you start to give away your prizes, right? Maybe you send an email that says like, hey, congratulations, Mike and Angela. You guys got first and second place in the contest. Your prizes are in the mail. Thank you everyone for participating. And the thing that's really cool about this is if you do it right and you give away cool prizes, there's a chance that next time you will have developed a reputation for having a really good partner contest, and more people will be interested in competing, right? And you might get better results the second time around. All right, that just about does it for our product launch guide. If you have any more questions or want any more information about this, please read down below. We got tons of great info down there. And if you want to see any other use cases, we got them on all kinds of topics, including partner referrals. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. Or on how to generate some leads. So check that one out as well. And we'll see you next time.